Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Savannah and today we are continuing our playthrough of Tavern Talk. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Crossroads of 3, third of the Astral Moon. Okay. What do we have in store for us? Hey Edgelord. Good morning! Good morning, Melli. Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such.
Tut. It was not dilly-dallying.
It was! It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Smart and sparkly, bestie? Okay. Smart. You want to be big-brained like a sparkling nebula? I get it now. I got you. I understand what you're saying, Miss Detective. Okay. Nice! Ding dong! Here you go. Here you go, Melli. A fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you! This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you?
Nothing.
Alright, whenever I do his voice, I just want to, like, sweep my bang over.
Dut.
So, has the cape found its way back home yet?
Yes.
The vampire was thankful, if melancholic.
It seems to have awakened memories of old woe.
He seemed pretty excited to me.
He should be. It fits him well.
Almost like it was made for him. I really like the idea of him saying ... as if he's chronically online. I really like that idea. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where did you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a falling star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was! I overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star rain. Did they? No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Alethea, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise.
Scandalous.
I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try and become a real priest. I don't know if he could choose to be... Oh, what? You mean like he's gonna go through the priesthood? Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate.
I'm no such thing.
It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo.
We are not a duo.
Thank you. I love how unbothered she is. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all those heightened emotions? We didn't.
She got caught.
I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't.
It wasn't a pillar, it was a tall vase.
I felt very well hidden when Alethea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip To tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak?
I didn't. That's fascinating.
It is! She also told me I have to work on myself. That being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience.
Better not tell her that.
Better not!
So, are you gonna work on it?
Yes! Blaze is gonna show me the ropes.
Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. Oh my god. That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success?
Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and return the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything about the new star. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them.
A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one.
You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend?
Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them.
Really? That's scary.
Of course it is.
So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters?
No. They were much worse than that. Okay.
What was it?
Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Bestie needs it, but that's okay. We all have things we need to work on. Spoken heart? Is that what you need, darling? 1, 2, 3. Can I pet you?
Oh, look at the baby. Look at the...
Oh, I love him. Okay, that's how I react when I pet my dogs. And that's kind of how they react. That's the look in their eyes as they're getting pet, like, ah. Okay. Ding dong. I need to be chill. I'm being a little too chaotic. Got too excited about petting the dang dragon. A drink just for you. Thanks.
How is it?
Fine.
That means it's perfect!
So, where was I? Ah, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadowbanes and was eager to prove myself. It's said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fasoa. Hidden treasure troves, full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Crevices was not the word to use. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapon, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts.
They sound kind of cute.
Tut tut tut! They were not cute.
If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some.
Pray you never will. Oh, rumor unlocked. All nightmare, no shadow.
No thanks.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody was going to appear because of that. Okay. Anyways, somebody did appear. It's Lynn. She survived. Oh, God. I was afraid I mixed the wrong drink or something like when we saw her last time. I think it was in part 1. Welcome back, Lynn. Are you all right? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes. Give me something strong, please. I'm gonna make her southern. No watered down muck. Got it. Something strong, please. Okay, girl. Oh, she does not look happy. I got you, girl. Oh, Southern Brawlers. So that means she should have a Southern accent. I will it to be.
It's just science, you know? Summer Brawler coming right up. Here you go, bestie. Are you okay? Strong and with 0 water, just how you like it. Thanks. Needed that. You're welcome. Saying, Keep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, got one for me? You bet. It's what my baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Recipe unlocked, Sailor's Courage. Ooh, thank you, Lynn. Ew, Sailor's Courage. The Sailor's Courage gives even the driest landlubber the qualities of a good sailor. A lot of strength, a dash of defense, a shot of charisma, and the inability to know fear. A perfect all-rounder. Well, almost. Who needs common sense anyway? Spinach not included. Let's take a look really quick at the characters since we already have this up. So we have Jade, who is a Maida, 32 she/her bounty hunter, Sae Plains, chaotic good, the emperor. I've known Jade for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the type of person you ever have to worry about. She's strong, independent, and always looking for a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. And then we have Aniko, who is a changeling, age, question mark, pronouns they, them. Class, monk, background, Avalon, alignment, chaotic, neutral, arcana, judgment. Originally from Avalon, Aniko is now vibing on Gaia, probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of changelings yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called Quarry, short for corruption, obviously. And then we have Melli of Vukakin. She is 10. She, her, detective, Zenith is her background. Alignment, chaotic, good. Love that for her. Arcana, the star. Melina might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's a sweet and curious kid despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy rogues can resist her charm. That's all we have for that. And then we'll go over the rumors probably when we make quests soon. Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Why are you so sad? I ain't sad. But you look sad. And you sound sad. And the innkeeper looks worried. Probably because you're sad. I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying. Those are all side effects of being sad. Who are you anyway? I'm Melli. I'm the world's greatest detective. I'm Carolyn. Who's that punk next to you? That's my sneaky assistant. You got a name?
Dot. Malachite.
Ah. So, I would like to detect why you're sad. Likewise. Does it have to do with the wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for? You met a chimera? A wyvern chimera? Yeah. That's so cool! Why? How? You're alive? Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Melli? Of course! He put out a quest for chimera saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Carolyn was brave enough to pick up his quest. Whoa, that's amazing! How would you even get the saliva of a guardian? By killing it. Oh. Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melli, do you? Miss Carolyn, will you please tell me the story? Fine. Thank you! I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just try not to be a dick, that's all. Usually I got no trouble killing beasts, but my Baba would have lost it if I had told her I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought if I was quiet and had the veil of the night on my side, I could just steal the saliva from right under its nose. Or maw. Drooled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know my way around the quag mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been. Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword! So you were prepared, right? Of course. Innkeep here even hooked me up with some fire resistance, came in handy. And this sword, well, was made for killing beasts, even the good kind, I suppose. Is it a magic sword? Not sure, doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat, even without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me. That's so sweet. Your parents gonna leave you anything? No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about that in time. I'm so sorry. I laugh when I feel uncomfortable. But that's okay. I can find my own treasure. I'm sure you will, kiddo. So the Chimera noticed you? Yeah, Sly Beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with the bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered, and even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe. So you defeated it with your badass sword? I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Why is it not doing the thunder anymore? Is the world falling apart? Because she said dick, and then she said badass, and there was no, like, thunder. Dealing the final blow, I felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Or maybe I just imagined that. Maybe. Maybe that doesn't matter as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and then I killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly, but she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. She ain't here, so I thought maybe it was time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the chimera. Maybe it can pass them on. May Twat listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think? Twat, I mean? I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there. So he must have died to have gotten there too. Or he's always existed there. Was made to watch over the dead. He's a god after all. There's no clear consensus of what the great spirit dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from his very inception. A reflection of what we believe death to be, death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind. I hope so too. Then I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Lynn? Of course she is, silly! I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her? What? If she brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Yeah, I'm permanently glued to this tavern for some reason. Fine, might as well. Need to get moving anyway. You're leaving? No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire?
Last saw him at the Gaia temple. The priests might know where he went.
I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. The information, I mean.
For what?
Can you teach me how to use a greatsword?
That's it.
Sure thing, right now. Is right now okay?
I got the time. It might take you more than one lesson, though.
That's okay. I've also got time.
It's a deal, then. I'll show you the basics, and you tell me where to find the vampire.
Yippee!
That's right. If your assistant is all right with that. Don't care.
I love how they changed his name to Malachite.
Don't care. Not my circus. Not my monkey.
Okay, kiddo. Let's go. Inky,
can we use your front yard?
Of course. Go wild.
Will do.
Y'all have fun now. Are you coming too, Mel?
No. I'll stay here and have another drink.
Okay. You can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any questions I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills?
Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon.
I can't wait! I'm gonna destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness, and giant swords.
I know you will.
But first, I gotta practice. See you later!
Dot.
I like her ambition.
I like her naivety.
Some would call it optimism.
A waste of time. Delusion. Delusions get you nowhere.
You would know.
I like how his cape determines his feelings. Another drink, please. Same as before, sweet and all.
Coming right up.
We're trying to get him to open up, baby. Let's make him a broken heart again. That's what he said he wanted, right? That's what he wanted? Said he wanted the same thing, right? Okay. A little bit of lying else. A little bit of lying out. Ding dong! There you go. I like how he gets such a, like, traditionally girly drink, like super fruity, and he's like so edgy. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So, Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, dang, you've been here a long time. Hi, Fable! Hi, Inky. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes, the werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine?
Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would really be a game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. Recipe unlocked, 1,000 wins. Ooh. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it, and she said, "Who cares? Some wide-eyed adventure will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes." I don't even know if you could put them back.
You can never put back what's lost.
But you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right, but it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. Oh. I'm just happy everyone's okay. Did you check on Lynn yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did, outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melli with so much enthusiasm and to catch up a bit. That too. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melli. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing all right. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I have something agile and swift? I still have to make my way back home later, and I could use some speed for that. I'm sure I'll find the right thing. What's this new drink we got? Oh, I guess 1,000 winds. Let's look at this really quick. Swept up in the 1,000 winds, you become as charming and elusive as their elemental messenger. Somehow, that feels exactly like resting on a tropical island, enjoying a fresh drink and pleasant company. Its airy swirls are perfect for avoiding unwanted questions. Okay, so we're just not gonna make this for Fable then, I guess. We're gonna make what? Probably like a swift strike again. Okay. That is Fable's go-to, so. There's something comforting in our habits, you know? Like me with my iced coffee addiction. Hi. Ding dong! Here you go. Coming right up. There you go, Fable. Swiftly and quickly, your favorite drink. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. She makes the best drinks, right? They're
Okay.
Really? Do you actually think that? Or is this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason.
They taste good. As good as things could taste when you're, me.
Well said, thank you.
Dot dot dot.
By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. They are also incredibly courageous and a capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. I'm being a hero. I mean,
why?
Because I dream of adventure and the wonderfully exciting things that it can be, that it can bring. And I want to help people.
Why?
It's like a child.
Why not? I'm Malachite.
Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachite, obviously. Melli just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it.
We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean.
She keeps following me.
And you take her along?
Not by choice.
I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this. But I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Dang. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zephir could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Sounds like Zephir is going through an eventful time. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that, my bad. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments.
Zephir isn't very far from here, is it?
Not too far. It's in eastern Fisoa and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks.
Why?
Why? Does it sound like something up your alley?
No, not mine, but...
Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her.
She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory.
Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest, I thought Melli just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests?
No, I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest.
The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures?
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
No, that's cool.
No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early.
Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept its existence in their lives.
That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough with us grown-ups. Wait, it's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it? If we can make the world a better place for them instead. I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone?
It builds character.
A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations sure did a lot of good for you there. Dang, Fable! Weren't your parents worried to death about you?
Ooh. Got enough rumors to make a quest
Yeah, innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information.
Is that very nutritious for you?
No, but it's fun.
In that case, the fun can provide in a day is running out. Wait, in that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me, nor anyone else. I shall take my leave.
Good luck. See you around with less horrors, I hope. Dang, Fable! Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melli? Both. Are you really gonna send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zephir is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews? I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You got my stuff. You've got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything? Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe, that is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit for just walking away from things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they are still worth experiencing. Facts. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps. Though, one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home. Fix the many things that worry you. As long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. Very nice. Are we gonna make quests yet? Oh, my sweet baby boy, Andrew. Okay, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be giving my pet voice out. My pet talk? That's how I talk to my dogs. That's what they hear when I interact with them. Okay. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. New Horizons, 4th of the Astral Moon. Okay. I feel like we're gonna meet a new character. I knew it. Hello? Good mythical morning. Oh my god, like the YouTubers? Okay, sorry. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Just a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature. Let me reread that, I'm so sorry. But almost. I would have needed a drop of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it isn't. Oh wait, theopractically it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? This is like when my boyfriend talks to me about networking and computers. I'm like, yeah, I totally understand that. No, actually. That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name. You could call me Hex. Let me read that. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. No need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just Innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, Innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha! What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, baby? Breezy wheezy? Maybe this? No. Breezy like this? He said breezy wheezy? Let's just try it really quick. Let's do that. I'm kind of curious if that, like, sometimes they give you little clues in there that could help you out. Did I do something wrong? Oh, do I need like a... Ew. Is that a thing? How do I do this? Ew. Sorry. I'm so confused right now. Can I also make that? I can't make this right now? What the heck? Wait. I'm gonna have to completely redo all this and cut this out. But I'm just so curious. We got that. And then... should I be like, ooh. I need to... what? These are hard to do sometimes. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just being a baby. What does this do? We got that. Yeah, that looks right. And I guess it's just not letting me do it. No big deal. Oops. Did I give him that? Oh, I gave him the wrong drink. Oh shit. Here you go. I wanted to gain brain cells, not lose them in Keeper. Can't enhance what's not there. That's a low blow. Though I must say, it doesn't hurt me. I know I'm, like, probably one of the 2 smartest people in Asteria. And what brings your endless wisdom to my tavern? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Hello? Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there's no chaos unless there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And who are you? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. Oh my god, I don't even know how to do a freaking Irish accent. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper. Is it? Okay, listen. I can't do it. Correct, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you could call me Skully. I'm actually a living name. Wait, my actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead? Not precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. That's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. Though to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd reson with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there? Of course! Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Nice. Okay, so we got Hex. Hexagon Hex. Half-elf, 48. He, him, wizard. Zenith. Chaotic neutral, the tower. Very cool. Ooh, Skully. Skeleton. No idea what the age is. He, him, archivist. Everbloom archives as his background. Chaotic neutral, the magician. Skully is a Maida and the personification of a gentleman. And he's, well, dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again. But contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. Nice. Going south, I passed through Zephir and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one. More nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zephir gossip? Well, apparently, a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Zephir has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitted for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. Gonna be a charming skeleton. Love that for you, honestly. We could do a sunny breeze. Also do a part. Do a sunny breeze. Say why, right? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Is this the correct one? I don't know, dude. I guess we know if it's correct based on the sign that Andrew will hold up. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Nice. A real charmer just for you. Jolly! I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know? I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. And that didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh! I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did. Yes, if I could enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could. Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no, you didn't. Thanks, bye. So it's just you and me, Bone Man. Energetic young fella. Indeed. Character information unlocked. Hex. If you don't mind, Innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Nice. Hex is a very impulsive wizard who loves chaos and everything unreasonable. He is one of the 2 smartest people in all of Asteria, with the other being his sister, who seems to be his complete opposite. Thanks to him, I also learned a new word. Theopractically. It means practically in theory. Okay. Sure. Of course. Anyways, when are we gonna make quests, I wonder? Hi, Fable. Hey, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies. My manner is it's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Skully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. No offense. I just thought, usually... None taken, usually skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days. I mean, the stars fell from the sky, skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world. Sure, there surely are. Like your drinks, Innkeep. That one really gurgled in my bones. So, you already tried one? Indeed. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Okay. Want another swift strike, bestie? I got you, bestie. Don't you worry about a thing. 1, 2, 3. Gotta measure it. It's an art. It's like baking. You gotta be precise about it. You gotta measure it down to its last little bit. Here you go. My dearest companion Fable, here you are, my finest customer. I hope this tastes refined enough.
This is perfect! You know just what I need, Innkeeper.
Of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular.
I am?
Yes! And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Traegerin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid, sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flower. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So, you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly, I can only get my hand on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? Oh god, my foot's falling asleep. Oh lord. It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Ooh, do you? Store it under your hat? Of course, what else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't, I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Skully. No time to lose. Okay. Goodbye. Hope you have a wonderful one. My 2 favorite people! That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You wouldn't even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would, such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Who does it now? Yep, makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear Innkeeper, how has your day been? Can't complain. I had some interesting customers today. Like the one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished? Yeah, gentlemen don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everything polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. You know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me, something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Make you extra tough, bestie. What do you like? Ooh, look at that frosted snow. Like the sun reflecting off a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste. In between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers, you'll find yourself well equipped to hike into the snowy mountains. Mountains! Oh, that's kind of cool. But we're gonna go ahead and go with Rhea's usual frosted lagoon. I need to stop trying to try every single thing possible. I just like experimenting. It's fun. There we go. We got Frosted Lagoon for you, Lady Rhea. My dearest friend. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift for the great god. Jeez Louise, what was that? Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Inky, but I must say, you know your job. So, how has the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid. It was my first day in centuries out under the ray of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it, full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Beruvia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape. So you can attend the fancy Beruvian vampire banquet and I get my gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about me material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Ugh, fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got a cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, Innkeeper, what have you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Recipe unlocked, peak sunrise. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire a walk in the sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Pyle, you stolen her, your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she had to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down, and I wouldn't this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking towards the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. What did we learn? The curse of being a vampire is outliving pretty much anyone you'll ever meet, so it's not surprising that Kyle seems to fight with abandonment issues. He has seen a few people die of old age after all. Nonetheless, he is still very attentive to others, perhaps to cherish the time he has left with them. Okay. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Okay. We're gonna go for our blood concoction. We'll go with that. 1, 2, 3. I hear my dog being dramatic out there. Are you good? Ding dong. I can mend your broken heart. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeeper more about your day, huh? Right, I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital, busy streets, bustling with people. Roots. Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. But once gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I told you, rumors has it, these are the roots of the Aether tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We've almost met the lovely Seraph again! How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be on to something. Oh, they're talking about Melli, I think. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Aye, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't munch on the shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. All right, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Dang, okay. Oh! Well met, adventurer. Okay, sorry. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh? Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. I like your dog. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to remind you, huh? I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what's brought you back in the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more... moist? Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda's stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Louder cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hush whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No. My manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Of course! I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see? Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey? I'll do my best. Oh, Lord. Oh, we lost it. We done lost it. What is my dog doing? What are you doing? Come here. You want to say hi to the camera? Come here. Coco, come. Come say hi. Would you like to see a dog, everybody? Come here. Come. Come say hi. Come say hi. Oh, good girl. Can you sit? Oh, good girl. Can you look here? Wait, come here. Come here. Good girl. Come here. Oh, good girl. You see this dog? I don't think you can. Come here. Coco, come. 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 Closer. Come closer. Come. Good girl. Sit. Come. Come, come, come. Come. Goodbye. Good day to you, my lady. Okay. She's done. She's over it. Okay, well. You gotta wait. It's not time right now. Not right now. Come here. Not right now. No. I gotta let her out. I'll BRB. Anyways, back to what we were doing before I was rudely interrupted. Here. What's your sparkling, Nebula? What they wanted, right? On. Ooh. On. Ooh. Who is this for? I forget altogether, to be honest with you. Where am I? Oh, it's for, what is her name? I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Minty. Oh, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be? Certainly. It should just be below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over there, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minty. Have a safe trip and pearlful journey. I'll try. I love the dogs. The dogs are my favorite character. Let me fix my wig. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? Oh lord. Ooh, time to make quest! Okay, what do we have here? We got some green stuff going on. That sounds a little suspicious, like mold. Zephir's docks are a popular viewpoint for many animals interested in a nighttime vista. Surely only a sea witch can be responsible for this. There are a lot of people in Zephir. Someone is bound to know something about the missing familiars. What are they hiding? Ew. Those look like almost like axolotls at first, but I think they're seahorses on the bottom of it. There is a slight unrest in Zephir. Rumored has it an archmage is looking for their familiar who went missing recently. A scandal in Zephir. The lively port city of Zephir is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found, but it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the sea witch who's cursed Zephir's docks? Nice. So that seems to be the only one I can do for now. Okay, I think this is where we're going to end this part of Tavern Talk. I've been really enjoying it. I'm trying to keep them around an hour each because I know it can be a lot to consume, like a 2-hour long episode of this. So, but I've really just genuinely been enjoying this so much, and I hope you guys have too. If you would like to like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!